أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. الحمد لله. الحمد لله. In our previous session, we looked at we reviewed the rule of qalqala. I gave a quick, recap of the rule of idgham and just discussed all the tajweed rules we've covered so far. We are now into the third little booklet, the last 3 pages of the book, alhamdulillah. And as you can see, we are now going to look at the last 2 letters of the 29 letters of the Arabic alphabet. And you can see we saved the best for last, the letter ghayn and ayn. Ghayn and ayn. Okay, this is obviously something that does take practice to get the pronunciation of correctly, but inshallah, more practice and more practice, and the more we recite, the more we will improve inshallah. So let's jump straight into this. Here we have some practice at the bottom here. We'll firstly read this recap line at the top of the page, and then we'll introduce the new letters inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Ho. All right, ho, the ha from the throat. We said that with a lad, the tongue goes to the side, to the molars, and that is where the little lad originates from. We said the Arabic language is known as lughatul lad, lughatul lad, because it is the only language that has this letter. Okay, here we have yay, qi from the back of the throat. قي ضي ها قو. Okay, so that was just a quick review. So the two new letters today are ghayn and ayn. You can see they look exactly the same, except for the ghayn has a dot, has a nukta on top of it, the ghayn. All right, and ayn also from the bottom of the throat. Ayn. Okay, okay, so let's read the line. This is from the back of the throat also. Ghu, ghi, ghi, gha, ghi, ghu. Then the ain, I, a, au, I, u, a. Okay. So now I have another practice line here. Ghi, طو, عي, زو, غو, عو, غا. I hope I'm not going too quickly through this. Like I said, in my mind, I'm imagining you pausing and, playing it as much as you possibly want for the practice. Okay, I'll try to read this one just because the letter Ain is slightly challenging. I'll try to read this one more time, and I'll go a bit slower. ع عو عي عو ع ع. Okay, here we have some writing practice, and then we have some reading practice. You can see these are examples, all of them from the Quran. Alhamdulillah, we can read now. We should be able to recognize every letter in the Quran. But in some of these examples, we'll see some letters that may look a little different to what we've seen before. Okay, so we'll start over here. Here we have alhamdu. Okay, we've seen this before. We know that when this is lam, ya with sukoon, we'll read this alif with a ah. Let's start again. This page has also the mad as part of the lesson, and then some more reading practice at the bottom here. We might do this as a separate lesson on its own, inshallah. So let's practice this here. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد Here we have an, am, ain, amta. Amta. This is from, any guesses what surah this is from and what surah this is from? Okay. And that's what the a is, the letter alif, a, right? From the emptiness of the mouth, they say. The origin, and then an, not the origin is not the same for these two. The alif originates from the emptiness of the mouth, and the ain from the throat, from the bottom of the throat. And amta, okay? Here we have seen with a and this is a meme here, okay? So you will see the meme like this. So you can see the scene go one, two, and then it joins to the meme. So we have some, here's a ri. All right, let's zoom a little bit. Sam'i, and there's the ha. We haven't seen, I don't think we've seen the ha like this. We've seen let's see, yeah, we see the ha like this here. Okay, but yeah, this is also a very common form of the ha in the middle. So we have sam'ihim, sam'ihim, sam'ihim. All right, and then we have that's the ayn in the beginning. The ayn in the beginning, and you can see that's how it looks over here when we saw it the first time. The ayn in the beginning. So that's lim, lim, and then tum, alimtum, alimtum. Okay, so break it up like this when as you practicing, break it up and then try to say it in one go. Remembering the four golden rules. Don't pause, don't break breath, don't jerk, don't stop. Alimtum. We don't say alim no. Alimtum. Don't stop in the middle. Okay. Fa, raja. Fa, we have the fa, we have the the alif with the raja. Fa, raja. All right. Next line. Li, taf, ta, ri, ya. Li, taf, ta, ri, ya. Li, taftariya. Alhamdulillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's continue. We have Allah, lam, tum. Right? It's very similar to this one. Limtum, you have lamtum, zalamtum, zalamtum. Right? أخرق قلقلة there on the qaf, أخرقت. I wonder if you were able to recognize that on your own. The qaf with sukoon. Here we have another one. سنقرئك سنقرئك سنقرئك. Okay, then we have ألم نشرح ألم نشرح ألم نشرح ألم نشرح لك صدرك. This is also from the back of the Quran. ألم نشرح ألم نشرح. Next line. We have ta, ba with sukoon, tab, تغي تبتغي تبتغي. All right, before I say this one, let's see if you can look at it and recognize what letters we are dealing with. This is this is the letter ain. So this is a lam with a la. But here's a ya after the lam with a sukoon, so that's going to be alay. There's the ha. We saw this ha before, and we also now know about this ha over here. All right, so that's alayhim, 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 alayhim. Okay, we have a lam again with the li. We ya, two dots at the bottom, you, li you. Then we have a bad with the and there's a ya and sukoon after it, so we have to elongate this one. And there's a ayn. This is the ayn at the end. This is how the ayn looks at the end, right? When the ayn is at the end. So now we've seen the ayn in the beginning, like here. We've seen the ayn in the middle, and we've seen the ayn at the end. Okay, looks a little like there's something missing, but this is little short thing. That's what we have to look for. You can see if you look in the middle, also has that little short thing. At the end, it also has that little short thing. All right. ليضيع ليضيع. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Here we have ta and ya. Ta with a ya with sukoon. So tay, ay, ni, tay, ayni, tay, ayni, tay, ayni. Okay. Then we have يستعجلونك يستعجلونك. Yeah, with the two dots tells us that's a yeah. is a scene, 1, 2, and then 3 goes connects to the ta. Ta is followed by the ayn in the middle of the word. Ta, ta, ji, lu, naka, yasta'jilunaka. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, we introduced 2 new letters today and we had some reading practice, and that's where we'll stop for now, inshallah. Again, still trying to keep these lessons short and not too long, inshallah. And I think in our next session, we will be looking at the mud. The mud, we've also seen it before, but this is going to just be a little bit extra focus on the mud, which basically tells us to elongate the sound. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking at. And then also, yeah, just some practice of the mushadda, of pronouncing the mushadda. Thereafter, we have some more reading practice. We might do that in the same lesson. There's even more reading practice. Okay, this is reminding us about the stop. When we see the stop, we drop the last sound. Okay, same over here, right? And then here, same thing. Reading practice, and what happens at the stop, we drop the sound. That na becomes, in fact, this is just a review of what happens if we choose not to stop. So we'll look at that in our next session, inshallah. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept, guide and protect us, to accept from us, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us in our love for His beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam, increase us in our love for the Quran, and grant us the ability to recite His Quran and beautify our recitation as we recite it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.